Have you ever endured so much pain? You've just come so numb to it. You're always the one there for everybody else, but nobody's there for you. You're the shoulder to cry on, but you have no shoulder to cry on. You're strong for them. Nobody's strong for you besides you. You're an alchemist. You are, my friend, an alchemist. And boy, as beautiful as it sounds, as it can be, is also as ugly as it sounds and as it can be. It's a powerful trait to have. Comes with a lot of responsibilities. Because quite frankly, not everybody else is as strong as you are. That's why you're the one having to do it. And for some reason, just when you feel like you can't get back up, by some nature you do. The angelic nature that you don't see. It makes you stronger each time, don't it? It brings out the strength within you didn't even know you had. Kind of blows your mind each time it happens. At some point, you've just come numb to it. That's as many times as it's happened. So many times you can't even keep count anymore. Can't even keep up with it anymore. It's just become so natural. That's because the Father picked you to be the alchemist. The Father picked you to make water into wine. The Father picked you to make something out of nothing. To alchemize that energy because nobody else can do it but you. That's why you overcame it. That's why you're one of the strongest soldiers. Took a lot of training, didn't it? But boy, as I'm sitting on top of this mountain and that truck just drove by, that's probably about the third car I've seen today. That just goes to show you, you're on the right track. That you are the one driving that vessel of alchemy through that mountain. Alchemizing all the negative energy, spirits, all the principalities of the air. You are alchemizing that into wine, my friend. And boy, does it... Any word you want to think of when you got to do it alone. But you know you're not alone. But physically you're alone. So it's like a tug of war within itself. And then that drip of confusion that the enemy wants to throw at you. Meanwhile, you're suffering in silence because you're the alchemist. You're the scientist. But you're concocting with the Most High, with the Father, with the ancestors, with the unseen world that is spoke of. So you can't turn to folks. You're the one in the family that had to do it. You had to break that generational curse. You had to be that person for the collective. for the greater good of humanity, even though you don't see it in the physicality and you're not getting your fruits of your labor right in front of you at this moment. That's how powerful you are. But you feel it within you. You know something feels right even when the enemy tries to trick you. Because you're connected like that. That's why you're the alchemist. And then you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. You feel just the negativity of it all. Because you have a heart that cares. That's why the enemy wants you. That's why you're the soldier. Because you'll operate in the dark. You'll operate behind closed doors. You don't need the recognition. And you don't even realize you're doing it sometimes. But that's an alchemist. It's natural. It comes natural. And you wonder how you've just survived it all. You wonder, and you haven't even given yourself credit, have you? Because you're too busy trying to alchemize the next thing. Regardless of what it is that you're going through, in the depths of the pain in which you feel, there's still that strength within you that rises you up. And turns that water into wine. However, which way that looks in your life, whatever circumstance, whether it be relationship, job, your house, your spirit, however, which direction in which you are alchemizing. But you're the alchemist. That's why you feel the depths of the pain of the world over your shoulders. That's why you feel hard. That's why you might be sensitive, in which they say, or you just might be in tuned. Because if you're an alchemist, you can feel the energy. So it goes hand in hand. And as you're feeling it, you're transmuting it, transcending it. But boy, does it come with big responsibilities and big shoes to fill. You get knocked down so hard just for you to be reminded of the strength that is within you, that you did not recognize, that you did not realize, in which that had to come to the forefront. So you can see. So you can give yourself credit. Sometimes it feels like the job is never done. But sometimes you have to realize how many jobs you've already completed. Even though those jobs aren't always just about you and your immediate surroundings. Not only is the energy being alchemized, it's being utilized through the collective, in which makes a spider web within itself and connects and connects and connects and connects and is worked. It's constantly being worked on. Being the alchemist is way beyond the individual understanding, because you don't see what all it's connected to. Therefore, it's hard to even realize what you're doing because you don't see it in the physical. But when you've gone through so much pain and you've come out the other side, that's exactly what you are. And everything that's connected to you, whether it be friends, family, or people you do not even know of that you are solely connected to, it puts a domino effect. But going through the depths of the lows in which an alchemist goes through, it is the most painfulest journey one can endure. Because the depths of hell in which an alchemist goes through is something that is not told about. You can hear the tales about them, but do you hear it through the actual prophet, through the one who actually walked those shoes? No. It's not a community in which you can just embrace one another. It's an energy in which you know you're connected. It's on a depths of a level that the average would not understand. But it's also something you have to remind yourself of. Sometimes you actually have to stop and think what you have overcame and how much you have alchemized and how proud you should be of yourself. Because nobody else has gone through what you've gone through. And as you, the lone sheep, walks that deep, dark journey upon themselves with nobody to turn to, following your soul's journey, your higher purpose, without even unintentionally knowing, but yet knowing. It can be hard, and it can be tough. But sometimes we just got to remind ourselves it's for the greater good, too. And not everybody is going to understand what I'm saying when I speak of the alchemist's journey. But the ones that do get it, just know I'm proud of you. Because we don't get told that. Because the work that we do is in the dark. Where many run from. But we dive right in, head first. And just be proud of yourself for everything you've overcome. Even when nobody told you. Tell yourself. As I get choked up because that's what I have to do to myself. Because I'm constantly worrying about the next. But I have to remind myself, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be, and look at everything I've overcame, because it's bringing me, and it always has guided me to where I'm supposed to go. Because you intuitively know, even though the enemy really tries to trick you and bring you down, even when you're already down. But just remember, you are the alchemist. Peace and love. You are the alchemist. Don't ever forget it. You've overcame everything, and you can endure everything that is in front of you. Don't ever doubt it.